good way to get pulled over is a cluttered dashboard. First is what you don't want to do approaching a DOT officer.
Hey, how are we doing today?
What's up, bro?
All right, notice the dash is already clean. We're going to demonstrate the proper way.
Hi, how are you today, sir?
Good, how are you doing?
Jane is now going to demonstrate the way to do a proper pre-trip.
Hey, driver, let me show you how to do a proper pre-trip.
All right, bro.
As we approach the vehicle, we're going to want to look for fluid leaks. Anything hanging down, anything that's going to fall off. When we come up here, you want to make sure you have metal valve caps on. That's DOT required. We're going to check our tread. We're going to check our fluid levels. Make sure there's nothing leaking at this point. We're going to keep going back. We're just checking your cab. Make sure there's nothing falling off. Everything's tight. We get back here, you're going to check your deck plate, airlines, your truck tires, truck tire valve caps, lug nuts.
You mean I gotta do this every day?
Every time you unhook and hook to a truck trailer, you want to make sure your fifth wheel kingpin's locked. Mud flaps are intact. All your lights are working. You check your dolly handle. Make sure it's secured. We go back down along the trailer frame here. We make sure there's nothing hanging down, nothing falling off. And we're going to take and do the same thing on the trailer as we just did on the truck. You're going to make sure there's nothing hanging down. You can't hear no air leaks. Metal valve caps, lug nuts. Trailer suspension's good. Trailer mud flaps are all intact. Get back around the back of the trailer. You're going to make sure you have a license plate light. Make sure it works. Make sure your plate's attached. Make sure your doors are secure. And then you're just going to get right up along the side of the truck and trailer and do the same thing.
So you mean I gotta do this every single time?
Every time you park your truck or start your truck, you're in and out of your truck. You should always look it over before you leave.
Okay. Alright, sir. Thanks for the education.
You're welcome.
Okay, so now we're going to talk to you about the interior of your truck. We want to make sure that your interior is clean and you have all the supplies that you need, like a fire extinguisher, a log book.
All right, so here is your cab card. You want to make sure you have this because there's a couple things that a DOT officer will ask you for. This is the first thing, your cab card. You want to make sure you also have a blank log book with at least 8 blank days of logs in there. And the other thing you want to make sure you have is your permit book. And you want to make sure you check it out and make sure everything's in here that you need. All right, Smith Nation, so one of the things that they're going to be looking at this year for Roadcheck is the safety protection system. And Mr. Benson here is going to give us a preview of how to do that.
Alright, what you're going to do is once your truck's started, fired up, we're going to release our truck parking brake. And once you get the initial bleed down, we're going to make sure that we don't lose no more than 4 psi because we're in a combination vehicle. Once that's done, we're going to pump the brakes down, make sure the low air buzzer comes on, and the brakes pop back out. As you can see, the low air buzzer did engage. And the tractor protection valve has come back out. Now we're building air back up.
I just wanted to take a moment and to thank Jess and Brooke from our safety department and Dustin and Shane from the maintenance team for making some fun videos, for taking some time just to make it funny but also educational. The CVSA International Roadcheck is coming May 14, 15, and 16. Over the 3 days of International Roadcheck, inspectors will conduct a routine called the North American Standard Level 1 inspection. It's 37 steps of inspection procedures consisting of the examination of vehicle components and driver documentation and requirements. Law enforcement personnel will inspect commercial motor vehicles and drivers at weigh and inspection stations. They'll have mobile units and also temporary sites set up for this inspection period. Each year they place a special emphasis on certain categories of violations, and this year, as you just heard in the video from Jess and Brooke and Dustin and Shane, that the focus will be on tractor protection systems. That's what Shane was showing when he was talking about brakes, and also alcohol and controlled substance possession. We're going to make some more videos in the next coming days, so a couple more fun videos, so please stay tuned for those videos that'll be coming up over the next several days on Roadcheck 2024. And we will get more information out to you. I'll also have a link in the comments of this video wherever you're viewing it across our social media platforms, and there'll be a link to the CVSA's website where you can pull up documentation exactly what they'll be looking for when we talk about the focus area of tractor protection systems, so you can be aware of what the inspectors will be looking for. I just want to thank you all for all you do every day for all of us at Smith Transport and for drivers everywhere across the country. It takes all of us working together to keep the world moving one load at a time.